There we go, tapes are back, they're off and racing for this Class 4 Pricedup.Bet Maiden Hurdle, and on the Bayou in the orange colours with blowers on the inside or the outside of the course, near the stands anyway, who might just be in front as they took that first flight, with Lasko Des Obeaux on the inside rail on the Bayou racing in the orange and brown colours next. On the outside then, in the blue and pink colours, is Stung by Tariffs. And then under restraint is Colby Mayfield, taking a bit of a pull, the pink jacket. Wider out, then moving forward is Eton Mess on the flanks there. And then the orange diamonds of Painted Wolf on the inside. Blazing Litten is held up. So too is Water Dragon in the orange and white colours. Bee's Kiss on that one's outside. The two back markers are Brown-Eyed Girl and Another Manic Monday. There's two Sue Gardner runners racing together at the back of the field as the runners head down away from us down the side of the course. Our Brown-Eyed Girl, the one that's attracted quite a bit of support, and the rain is coming down now quite heavily as being led down towards the far turn by blowers. On the inside, that's Lasko Des Obeaux and Paul O'Brien, just preceded by his market rival on the Bayou, Harry Cobden, former champion, in second place. Back in fourth place then is Stung by Tariffs, who's ahead then of Eton Mess, who races on the outside of Colby Mayfield and Painted Wolf, and continues to travel quite nicely on the inside rail position. Still towards the back of the field, there's a whole host of them at the back as they take the turn and head off down the hill. They include Blazing Litten, Bee's Kiss, and Another Manic Monday, and Our Brown-Eyed Girl. So down the hill they go, freewheeling, and just making out them out in the gloom on the far side. There's about 10 lengths between first and last. The one that's just losing touch is Water Dragon, just struggling a wee bit as they come uphill towards the second flight. Blowers on the inside of On the Bayou. Jumped it to the left, did Blowers. Didn't affect On the Bayou though. Lasko Des Obeaux is still tracking these leaders as they move on towards the third flight. Blofeld again, not such a great lead from On the Bayou, slightly awkward over that. Lasko Des Obeaux, and then Stung by Tariffs. Eton Mess still travelling well for Jack Tudor in the orange and white checks sleeves on the outside there as they continue up the hill towards the fourth flight. So Blower's still the leader, running around a bit again. He's a character, this horse, but he's leading by 2. On the Bayou in second. A length down in third is Lasko Des Obeaux. Then Stung by Tariffs, Eton Mess. Colby Mayfield. Blazing Litten is still right there and has made good progress. And Bee's Kiss has made up some ground as well on the heels of these. Followed then by Painted Wolf. And at this stage, Our Brown-Eyed Girl has got a lot to do. Only got 2 behind her. Water Dragon and stable companion Another Manic Monday, who jumped that out to the left. So the race about to take shape now as they move on up the hill, having jumped the 4 flights down the far side. When they turn round to face up to us, they'll have 3 left to go. And Blowers, who was pulled up on his debut, still maintaining this gallop. On the Bayou is the horse that's with him on the inside. And these 2 are about 3 clear of Lasko Des Obeaux. Stung by Tariffs and Eton Mess is next, and they seem to have dropped at Colby Mayfield as they come down the home straight towards the third last. On the Bayou now getting a little bit closer to Blowers. So the third last coming towards them now on the Bayou, and Blowers, the white face of Blowers on the outside of On the Bayou. They were about 3 or 4 clear now of Lasko Des Obeaux, comes under a bit of a drive, and then Eton Mess back in fourth, and it's between On the Bayou and the outsider Blowers, the rank outsider who's running a stormer. They're up towards the second last then. On the Bayou from Blowers in second, who will not go down. And then back in third, about 7 or 8 behind them, is Lasko Des Obeaux. So the red-hot favourite here, one of the red-hot favourites, just being served up a treat here by Blowers on his outside, and Blowers is sticking to his task here together with On the Bayou. On the Bayou and Blowers are scrapping this out. They're clear of the rest of them, and Blowers is just in front. On the Bayou is digging deep. Blowers and James Banks are going to see this out for a huge upset. Oh my goodness, Blowers has beaten On the Bayou, and they were about 15 clear of Lasko Des Obeaux. They come back in long intervals here. Eton Mess was next, and then Colby Mayfield.
Huge shock here at Devon and Exeter. Blowers, James Best riding for Nigel Hawke.